Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections presented by Academy for the Soul. Welcome to the very first call of the fourth edition of Graceful Connections. This is our experiential launch call to prime your subtle bodies to gracefully catalyze your intuition. We're going to dive into this in just a moment. I'm your host, Sophie Bidard, and the co-creator of Graceful Connections, together with Christel Hughes, founder of Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a master teacher with the Academy for the Soul, where I'm known as the expert in all things emotional. As a master light weaver, my sacred gift is all about clearing whole intricate webs of karmic entanglements for radical liberation and weaving new higher vibrational timelines. And I'm passionate about finding and experiencing the divine within and guiding others into this experience as well. So I'm delighted to be welcoming you today to kick off our new Graceful Connections online series. Together, we're embarking on an adventure of exploration, discovery, healing, liberation, growth, and truthful expression. And it will be facilitated, amplified, magnified, and blessed really with grace. Because all of our gatherings today and with each of our expert speakers are held in the orb of grace, which is what brings forth these graceful connections. They are woven between you and our expert speakers, your graceful guides into catalyzing your intuition. Graceful connections woven between you and their talents, their wisdom, their expertise, between your questions and their inspired answers, your needs and their masterful responses, but also between various aspects of you that may be or feel, for whatever reason, disconnected, fragmented, separated. Grace will infuse these areas and aspects and connections to elevate them to a higher vibration and bring harmony, catalyzation, realignments into a higher order, a natural order, the divine order. The order of grace is the divine order. So here's what we're going to do today. We'll start with creating our safe, sacred space with the orb of grace. And there we'll begin with setting intentions for grace to infuse various aspects and areas of our lives, intentions which will be supported by our series of online gatherings. And then we'll dive right away into the theme of this fourth edition of Graceful Connections, which is gracefully catalyzing your intuition. And I'll guide you to clear away the toxic emotional burdens you carry about intuition, so that you can embrace this online series and receive our expert speakers' insights and wisdom with a whole new, fresh outlook on intuition. And we'll be ready to discover the lineup of our brilliant expert speakers. And as we do so, we'll weave our brilliant Graceful Intuition Mandala. It's going to illuminate your experience of this series of online gatherings, bringing light to your connections with each expert speaker, their wisdom, their guidance, their offerings. And finally, we'll move into an offering of gifts for live callers. There are 4 power claiming keys to be received, so we'll do a gift giveaway in appreciation for you and your presence. And I have prepared a surprise gift for everyone. So whether you are now on the live call or the replay, please do stay with me all along, as I'm sure you're going to love what will be offered before we close with gratitude. So let's begin. And you can close your eyes if you want, and of course, if it is safe for you to do so. And turn your attention inwards. And I invite you to relax and take a few deep breaths. Breathing out all that does not belong to this moment. And let's bring all of your attention and your presence here and now. We set our intention that our time together, all that is shared in words and beyond the words, all the energies that we call in and flow serve our highest good, our evolution, and be of service to the highest good of all. I invite you to open your heart, or open it even more, and be ready to receive. And to open your mind, or open it even more, and be ready to receive. Remembering your connection to the center, to the heart of the earth, and your connection to the center, to the heart of the universe, so that you are held, both grounded and suspended. You are safe, relaxed, and ready, and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe and placing the orb of grace around our group, our gathering, that we be held in the orb of grace and infused with grace all along our time together. Let's take a moment in silence to adjust to the purity and the subtle high frequency of grace, allowing it to gracefully dissolve, realign, harmonize, amplify, magnify all that needs to be so, in purest alignment with divine will and the divine order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Take a moment to perceive, to notice. How does it feel? How does it sound? How does it look? Being held in the orb of grace. How does it affect your thoughts? Or maybe you're in a state of deep quietness. No thought. Being open and receptive. Allow whatever feelings, sensations, experiences want to emerge. Let them be, let them unfold. As you are safely held in the sacred space of the orb of grace. Let grace nurture you, nourish you, empower you, inspire you for all the time that we spend together and beyond. During this series of graceful connections, I invite you to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be moved, to be stirred, maybe even to be confused at times as you move from where you were to where you are heading, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, intuitively. Let grace infuse and empower and really direct and handle your moves. You can choose to allow grace to be in charge now. Grace has this quality of divine intelligence that simply knows and offers, delivers what's in your highest good, without you having to figure it out, to control, to make it happen. Just allow grace to be in charge. This is a tremendous opportunity for you with each of our gatherings to let grace flow into and mend, upgrade, illuminate the connections within you that have been lost, that have been impaired, that are dysfunctional. At this moment, I want to ask, what connections do you want? What type, nature, quality, purpose of connections do you want for yourself? Connections are at the core of all our relationships, our actions, our decisions, our perceptions, even our intuition. Many of us are feeling lost right now, disoriented, disconnected, alone, isolated from others, from parts of ourselves, from our guides, our higher self, from the divine. Many others are entangled in connections that are toxic, controlling, restricting, disempowering, untruthful. With others, with parts of themselves, with their purpose, their soul's journey in this incarnation, even with the divine. As we are held in the orb of grace, let's call forth graceful connections, connections filled with grace, created by and with grace, upgraded and elevated, transformed by grace. transmuted, liberated, purified with grace. Take a moment right now to reflect and perceive what areas of yourself, of your life, of your relationships, of your purpose, work and service, of your spiritual journey do indeed need grace. And set your intention on inviting, receiving, absorbing grace. And allowing grace to do what grace does, creating graceful connections within yourself, with others, with your soul purpose and its realization, with the divine, and of course, a graceful connection with your intuition. With each and every gathering, each and every expert speaker of our series, there will be a myriad of opportunities for grace to pour into your being, into your life, your relationships, your creations, your offerings, your intuition. Take a moment to set your intention on receiving this grace wholeheartedly. And then let grace do its thing for your highest good, your evolution, and the highest good of all. How does it feel now? How are you feeling now? Are you ready to embark on our adventure of graceful connections? Here's the thing though. Many of us have had some sort of experience with their intuition, and whether we're at the beginning of our journey of intuitive mastery or we are well advanced already, most of us carry within ourselves the emotional imprints of our past experiences that may be loaded with toxic emotions which we'd rather avoid bringing into our graceful connections. So for that purpose, let's start off with a clean slate, resetting ourselves emotionally in regards to our intuition. So there are three main toxic emotions that may be shadowing, burdening, even distorting your intuition, which are frustration, resentment, and doubt. Wouldn't you agree that just thinking about intuition, thinking about your intuition, your intuitive power, there is frustration, or there has been frustration, and there may still be some traces of frustration you carry from the past, from your past experiences. Wouldn't you agree there is resentment, maybe resenting your clairvoyance, resenting your clairaudience, your clairsentience, or resenting your guides, your higher self. Or again, resenting yourself for not yet having fully developed the intuitive abilities you so long for. Wouldn't you agree there is doubt? Possibly loads of doubt. Doubting the voice of your guides, of your higher self. Doubting your visions. Doubting what you receive. Doubting that you even receive anything at all. So much doubt, so many doubts in regards to intuition. So let me do what I do as an expert in all things emotional and support you in clearing away those emotions, allowing for a reset of your relationship to your intuition, which will allow you to be ready and open to receive what our Graceful Connections experts have to share and to offer to you without any distortions from the past. Let's declare a whole new beginning in your relationship to your intuition, which will grow, be nurtured, cultivated, catalyzed through and which our Graceful Connections and each of our gatherings with our expert speakers, your guides to gracefully catalyze your intuition. So for that purpose, we're going to apply the 4 foundations of our emotional mode of operation of mastery. That's right. There are 4 foundations that allow you to operate emotionally at the level of mastery. And these are awareness, acceptance, fruitful interaction, and purification. So we're going to do that, bringing awareness, acceptance, fruitful interaction, and purification to each of our main toxic emotions related to intuition: frustration, resentment, and doubt. And before we take this deep dive, I want to let you know that if you want to upgrade your whole emotional paradigm, not only in regard to your intuition, as we're going to do today, but your whole way of operating with your emotions, upgrading to the level of mastery, I've created a program specially dedicated to this intention. It is really foundational and very profound. You're going to love it. It is called Lighten Up Your Emotions, Embrace and Pioneer a New Emotional Paradigm. You have the link on your webcast and replay pages. And I've received amazing feedback on this program. One dear client recently wrote to me writing, "Sophie, your offering has liberated me from so much blind suffering." That's right. So do yourself a favor. Liberate yourself from the blind suffering resulting from your toxic emotional modes of operation, which, by the way, in themselves are hindering your intuition. I've dedicated a whole masterclass to this topic. Does your emotional mode of operation support or hinder your intuition? You have the link as well on your webcast and replay pages. Check out Lighten Up Your Intuition. All right, so now let's begin with frustration. Take a moment to turn inwards and ask your higher self to allow you to perceive. When you think about intuition, your intuition, your past experiences with your intuition, the current state of your intuition. Your level of intuitive mastery. Is there any emotion of frustration that is present, that calls for your attention? Just notice any response, maybe images, words, sensations in your body that indicate the presence of frustration in regards to your intuition. Allow this frustration and all the frustration that is present within you in regard to your intuition, allow it to be there. Accepting its presence just as it is. Maybe even addressing it, this frustration and all this frustration. I accept that you are there. I accept you just as you are. And notice any shift already as you no longer suppress, deny, resist, or control it. Now ask your higher self to ask this frustration. What does it want? What does it need? What is its message? What are its insights? What wisdom does it want to deliver to you? And breathe and receive. Now place the residue of this frustration that has delivered its wisdom to you, whether you've received it consciously or unconsciously. And is ready to be released now. All the residue, place it all in the hands of the divine. Ask the divine to take it from you. All this frustration, all the residue, cleared away now as you place it all in the hands of the divine. And any remnants being dissolved in the orb of grace right now. And it is done. Well done, everybody. Breathe. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Now let's call in the qualities that you choose to hold in regard to your intuition. What do you want to choose to fill the space that has been liberated within you? Contentment, satisfaction, appreciation, patience. Call the qualities that you choose to pour in now from the orb of grace into all the areas that have been cleared within you. And breathe. Very good. Very good. Now let's go on with resentment. So turn inwards again and ask your higher self to allow you to perceive when you think about intuition, your intuition, your past experiences with your intuition, the current state of your intuition. Your level of intuitive mastery. Is there any emotion of resentment that is present that calls for your attention? Just notice any response, maybe images, words, sensations in your body, or a knowing that indicates the presence of resentment in regards to your intuition. Allow this resentment and all the resentment that is present within you in regard to your intuition, allow it to be there. Accepting its presence just as it is. Even addressing this resentment, I accept that you are there. I accept you just as you are. And notice any shift happening as you no longer suppress, deny, resist, or control it. Now ask your higher self to ask this resentment, what does it want? What does it need? What is its message? What are its insights? What wisdom does it want to deliver to you? And breathe and receive. Now place the residue of this resentment that has delivered its wisdom to you, whether you've received it consciously or unconsciously. Now it's ready to be released. All the residue, place it all in the hands of the divine. Ask the divine to take it from you. All this resentment, all the residue, cleared away now as you place it all in the hands of the divine. And any remnants are being dissolved in the orb of grace right now. And it is done. Well done. Breathe. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Now, let's call in the qualities that you choose to hold in regard to your intuition. What do you want to choose to fill the space that has been liberated within you? Respect, gratitude, a sense of collaboration, cooperation, even synergy with your intuition. Call the qualities that you choose to now pour in from the orb of grace into all the areas that have been cleared within you. And breathe. Very good. Now, let's complete with doubt. That's a big one, doubt, right? So let's take a moment now to turn inwards again and ask your higher self to allow you to perceive when you think about intuition, your intuition, your past experiences with your intuition, the current state of your intuition, your level of intuitive mastery. Is there any emotion of doubt that is present that calls for your attention? Just notice any response, maybe images, words, sensations in your body that indicate the presence of doubt in regards to your intuition. Allow this doubt and all the doubt that is present within you in regard to your intuition, allow it to be there. Accepting its presence just as it is. And even addressing it, this doubt and all this doubt, I accept that you are there. I accept you just as you are. And notice any shift happening as you no longer suppress, deny, resist, or control it. Now ask your higher self to ask this doubt, what does it want? What does it need? What is its message? What are its insights? What wisdom does it want to deliver to you? And breathe and receive. Now place the residue of this doubt that has delivered its wisdom to you, whether you've received it consciously or unconsciously. It is now ready to be released. All the residue, place it all in the hands of the divine. Ask the divine to take it from you. All this doubt, all the residue being cleared away now as you place it all in the hands of the divine. And any remnants are being dissolved in the orb of grace right now. And it is done. Well done. Breathe. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Now let's call in the qualities that you choose to hold in regards to your intuition. What do you want to choose to fill the space that has been liberated within you? Trust, confidence, certainty, clarity, openness, hopefulness, belief. Call these qualities that you choose to now pour in from the orb of grace into all the areas that have been cleared within you. And breathe. Wonderful, beautiful. Well done, everyone. Now, ask your higher self to allow you to perceive, how do you feel now about your intuition? How does your new relationship to your intuition look like? How does it sound like? How does it seem like? And breathe. All right, let's just take a moment to pause after this deep clearing and shifting. I hope you're aware of how significant and essential this was, what you just did, actually resetting your relationship to your intuition, setting a whole new beginning for you and your intuition. Well done. If you want to share about your experience, how you are feeling now, how it's looking like, sounds like, seem like, your relationship to your intuition, feel free. You're very welcome to share in the Q&A box if you're on the webcast page. That would be wonderful. All right, so now let's review how we are going to gracefully catalyze your intuition with our expert speakers. And as we do so, we're going to weave our brilliant Grace-Full Intuition Mandala that will just keep growing and expanding and getting activated and illuminated throughout our online series. Now, to get the full access to Graceful Connections, including the sacred welcome gifts offered by our expert speakers, make sure to sign up at gracefullconnections.com. That's graceful with 2 L's, as in full of grace. Gracefullconnections.com. You have the link on your webcast and replay pages. Your welcome gifts are waiting for you, and they all are very special and precious. I know you're going to love them, so make sure to collect them. There's even a mini private session, as well as delightful guided journeys and powerful activations. And signing up, and yes, it is free and open to all, to everyone. Signing up will also allow you to receive all the invitations and reminders for our live calls, link to the replays, as well as special announcements and bonuses that you won't want to miss for sure, and which will only be made available to you by email. So definitely make sure to sign up and embark with us on this graceful adventure right from the start. As we'll begin with our first brilliant expert speaker kicking off Graceful Connections 4, is of course our own Christel Hughes, the very founder of the Academy for the Soul, the online school for intuitive arts, and co-creator along with me of Graceful Connections. Christel is a multidimensional visionary, holographic high priestess, and multisensory intuitive. So I'll be welcoming Christel in the Orb of Grace for a live interactive meetup on Wednesday, September 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will share about magnetic intuition, harnessing 6D energies for multidimensional channeling. And we'll offer live intuitive readings, reading for you what degree am I utilizing my magnetic intuitive 6D abilities. Of course, you'll receive all these details and reminders by email. Now, let's weave a graceful connection with Christel, her brilliance and her wisdom, and her profound insights and offerings as I tap into the orb of grace and scoop out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self with the orb of our time together with Christel. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Christel, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate. With and through our time together with Christel and the brilliance of her offering for your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Beautiful. Then our second amazing expert speaker will be Matthew John, gifted intuitive and starseed guide, on Friday, September 20th at 9 a.m. Pacific. He will share about star seeds. Find out where your soul is from in the stars. And he will offer live intuitive readings, reading for you, am I a star seed? Where does my soul come from? Now let's weave a graceful connection with Matthew, his brilliance and the wisdom of his wisdom and his cosmic insights and offerings. As I tap into the orb of grace and scoop out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self with the orb of our time together with Matthew. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Matthew, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Matthew and the brilliance of his offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Beautiful. Then our third expert speaker will be the fantastic Godelieve Wheeler, multidimensional energy reader and seer, heightened multisensory intuitive mentor, on Wednesday, September 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will share about supersensory intuition, unlock your innate abilities. And she will offer live intuitive readings, reading for you what's blocking my supersensory ability. Now let's weave a graceful connection with God Olive, her brilliance and wisdom, and her supersensory insights and offerings. As I tap into the orb of grace and scoop out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with God Olive. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with God Olive, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with God Olive and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Beautiful. Our next expert speaker will be the wonderful Nora Walks in Spirit, infinite light transmitter and universal shaman. She will share about time to wake up and activate your crystal light codes on Friday, September 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will offer live intuitive reading for you. What's blocking me from receiving my originating crystal light code? Now let's weave a graceful connection with Nora, her brilliance, her wisdom, and her crystal light-coded insights and offerings. Tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with Nora. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Nora, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate. With and through our time together with Nora and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Our next expert speaker will be the delightful Shelley Young, spiritual advisor and teacher and channel of Archangel Gabriel, on Wednesday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will share about the divine combination, your higher vibrational operating system, and will offer live intuitive readings. Now let's weave a graceful connection with Shelley, her brilliance and wisdom, and her divine insights and offerings. Tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance and flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with Shelley, drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Shelley, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive. To experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Shelley and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Next expert speaker, the fascinating Jules Arns, vibrational healer with a superpower of tracing energy patterns. She will share about Unlock Intuition with DNA Light Language on Friday, October 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific and with live intuitive readings. Now, let's weave a graceful connection with Jules, her brilliance, her wisdom, and her profound insights and offerings. Tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance and flowing it as a stream of light. Connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self with the orb of our time together with Jules. Drawing a figure 8. Weaving a graceful connection with Jules. Allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate. With and through our time together with Jules and her brilliance and the brilliance of her offering for your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Next, we'll welcome our own brilliant Academy Master Teacher, clairvoyant, medical intuitive, Amanda Hopkins. On Wednesday, October 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific, she will share about cosmic light wave codes for intuitive immunity and cellular repair. And we'll offer live intuitive readings, of course. Now, let's weave a graceful connection with Amanda, her brilliance, her wisdom, and her amazing insights and offerings. Tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light. Connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self with the orb of our time together with Amanda. Drawing a figure 8. weaving a graceful connection with Amanda, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Amanda and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Then we'll enjoy gathering with the magical Siobhan Wilcox, Soul Whisperer, Evolution Activator, and Land Harmonizer on Friday, October 11th at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will share about unlocking the wisdom from the world of spirit with live intuitive readings. Now let's weave a graceful connection with Siobhan, her brilliance and wisdom, and her magical insights and offerings, tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with Siobhan. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Siobhan, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Siobhan and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Then we'll welcome the phenomenal Elizabeth Wisen, world-class seer, working on the cutting edge of remote viewing, quantum healing, and quantum anthropology. This will be on Thursday, October 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific, and yes, there will be live intuitive readings. Now let's weave a connection, graceful connection with Elizabeth. Her brilliance and wisdom and her quantum insights and offerings, tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with Elizabeth. Drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Elizabeth, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Elizabeth and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Then we will welcome the delightful Shelene Chloe Vesca, Master Alchemical Healer, Soul Mentor, and Victory Catalyst on Friday, October 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific. She will share about freedom, purpose, and prosperity, the path of victory, of course, with live intuitive readings. So let's weave a graceful connection with Shelen, her brilliance and wisdom and her fascinating insights and offerings. Tapping into the orb of grace, scooping out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self with the orb of our time together with Shelen, drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Shelen, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate, with and through our time together with Shelen and the brilliance of her offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. And we will complete our adventure of exploration with the amazing Jane Ang, facilitator of healing, tapping into subtle energy to restore balance and harmony to the body and the mind. Jane is especially well known for his close collaboration with the Arcturians, profound transmissions of Arcturian frequencies for healing and spiritual evolution. This will be on October 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific, on Monday, October 21st, yes. With live intuitive readings or maybe transmissions of Arcturian frequencies. We'll see what Jean prepares for us. So let's weave a graceful connection with Jean, his brilliance and wisdom, and his profound, subtle insights and offerings. As I tap into the orb of grace and scoop out a handful of this divine substance, flowing it as a stream of light, connecting you, your heart, your mind, your higher self, with the orb of our time together with Jean, drawing a figure 8, weaving a graceful connection with Jean, allowing you to receive consciously and unconsciously all you need to receive, to experience, to discover, to liberate, to activate with and through our time together with Jean and the brilliance of his offering. For your highest good, your evolution, and in service to the highest good of all. And breathe. Beautiful. Now take a moment to step back and zoom out and perceive the bigger picture. All these graceful connections woven with each of our expert speakers, forming a radiant mandala of light. And you are at the center of this brilliant mandala, It is alive and illuminated, and all along our adventure of graceful connections, it will be holding you, nourishing you with insights and wisdom, guiding you, supporting you. Gracefully catalyzing your intuition. And breathe. Beautiful, magnificent. You're welcome to share about your radiant, beautiful mandala. Graceful mandala, graceful intuition mandala. Share in the Q&A box if you like. That would be wonderful. Again, in order to receive all the invitations and access information for all our calls, as well as your sacred welcome gifts, and during our series, special announcements for additional live calls, master classes, last-minute bonuses. Make sure to sign up for Graceful Connections. You have the link on the webcast page. You can go to Grace-Full, two L's, GraceFullConnections.com. I know you don't want to miss any opportunity to be held in the orb of grace and activate your graceful intuition mandala as you meet with our graceful guides. And they offer intuitive readings as well. This will be such a treasure of wisdom, insights, and guidance for you to receive. You really want to make the best of it and not to miss a thing, so go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. So, what do you think about that, this lineup, this beautiful mandala? How does that sound? How does that look? How does that feel? I can tell you I am thrilled to be welcoming these brilliant experts in the Orb of Grace. Can you perceive already the myriad of opportunities for grace to pour into your life, your being, your intuition, your creations, your purpose and service work that will be offered through these graceful connections? I invite you to come to the live calls as much as you can. They are mostly on Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific, with a couple of exceptions. Elizabeth is on a Thursday and Jean on a Monday. And rest assured that there will be replays. And for the intuitive readings, you'll be able to place your requests in advance and then catch up with the replay if you can't join us on the live calls. And I invite you to prolong the gatherings and conversations by sharing and interacting in our school community and Facebook group, Academy for the Soul, Discovery Series for Illumination. These are safe spaces offering unique opportunities for you to connect and interact with Christel and with me. You also have the links to access these social media as soon as you sign up on GraceFullConnections.com. All right, now let's have the graceful abundance flow in with gifts of power claiming keys that I'm going to offer to live callers. And remember, I mentioned I have a surprise for all listeners live and on the replay, and it's coming right after. So relax, enjoy the gifts. They are offered to one person, but really they are offered to everyone who wants to receive them. Power claiming keys. They are mantras of the heart that have the power to change your life. They are gracefully inspired and specially crafted linguistic keys to set your intentions and have your higher self guide and support you towards them. So I'll be gifting power claiming keys for 4 different and complementary intentions about gracefully catalyzing your intuition. So I invite you to come on the line with me, press star 2 on your phone or raise your hand on the webcast if you want to receive a power claiming key. If you want to be possibly a lucky winner, raise your hand, press star 2 on your phone. While you do that, yes, I'm going to take also one from the Q&A. So if you're on the live call and you cannot get on the line right now, so you cannot raise your hand, maybe you can't speak, then go to the Q&A and write raise hand to let me know that you're interested in receiving a power claiming key. While you do that, raise your hands, write your raise hand in the Q&A box. Let me suggest to you that when you receive, as you receive the power claiming keys, pay attention to the responses you get in your heart, in your mind, in your body, in your whole being. And I repeat each power claiming key a couple times to allow the energy to really settle and for you to absorb. So really be in the receiving, really be in the experience, okay? So hands are raised. Okay, let me pick randomly the first winner from the live callers. Number 5, Marilyn 3431 on the phone. I'm unmuting you, Marilyn. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Yes.
welcome, Marilyn.
Hi.
Hi.
I look forward to hearing about the keys.
All right. Yes, you're the first lucky winner. So here is your power claiming key, and everyone listening, you are very welcome to make it yours as well. I'm sure Marilyn doesn't mind sharing it with everybody, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so here is your power claiming key. Even if I don't know how, I intend to gracefully upgrade and refine my intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. Even if I don't know how, I intend to gracefully upgrade and refine my intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. And one more time. And Marilyn, you're welcome to join me and claim it for yourself if you like. And everyone, as you are all muted, you are welcome to as well. Speak it, claim it for yourself. Let's do this together, even if I don't know how. I intend to gracefully upgrade and refine my intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. And breathe. This is your power claiming key, Marilyn, and everyone who claims it. How does it feel? How does it sound to you? How is your experience receiving it?
What sounded beautiful on target, I had been led this week to order the amulet from Christel. So I got mine for galactic harmony and aquamarine, because I've always loved aquamarine. So, but it kind of resonated with what you said, because even though I don't know how, I'm hoping the amulet and the program in October would be guidance and support. So it kind of resonates with the direction I was going.
Wonderful. That's Grace. Grace in action has
Yes.
gifted you the perfect power claiming key. Wonderful. Thank you, Marilyn. Let me have you pick the next winner, giving me a number between 1 and 11.
7.
7. Thank you, Marilyn. Blessings to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye. All right. 7. Okay. On the web call, Jen, unmuting you, Jen. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Jen. Welcome. You're the
Hi.
second
Thank you.
lucky winner. You're very welcome.
Amazing.
Yes. Wonderful. Okay. You're ready to receive your power claiming key, Jen.
I am indeed.
Okay. Here we go. Even if I don't know how, I intend to gain intuitive clarity, accuracy, and specificity, and I ask to be guided and supported. Even if I don't know how, I intend to gain intuitive clarity, accuracy, and specificity, and I ask to be guided and supported. And one more time, and you're welcome to join me, Jen, to claim it for yourself, and everyone listening, choosing to receive, to claim this key for yourself. Let's do this together, even if I don't know how. I intend to gain intuitive clarity, accuracy, and specificity, and I ask to be guided and supported. And breathe. How does it sound? How does it feel, Jen? How is your power claiming key?
It's perfect. It's exactly what I needed because I'm wanting to just be able to trust more about what's next to come for me. So trusting the knowing. So it fits perfectly.
Wonderful. And if you remember, everyone who was, if you were in a couple of days ago with Christel on our warm-up pre-party, you may remember that Christel suggested everyone to really call forth intuitive clarity, accuracy, and specificity. And so when she shared that, I was delighted because I had already been inspired with this power claiming key, and I thought, oh, that's so perfect, because in a couple of days, somebody and everybody is going to receive the perfect power claiming key for that intention. So you're the lucky winner. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for being with us. Would you give me a number between 1 and 11 for our third lucky winner?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Number 8.
Number 8. Thank you, Jen. Blessings to you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, number 8. Let's see where we are going. Going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 6551 on the phone. Unmuting you now. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. What is your name, please?
My name is Dakey, and I'm actually in Texas.
You're in Texas. Okay. Your registration shows Milwaukee. Well, wherever you are,
Yes.
you are very welcome. Okay. So, are you ready to receive your power claiming key?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Even if I don't know how, I intend for my intuition to serve my highest good, my evolution, and the highest good of all. And I ask to be guided and supported. Even if I don't know how, I intend for my intuition to serve my highest good, my evolution, and the highest good of all. And I ask to be guided and supported. And one more time, and you're welcome to join me and claim it for yourself, even if I don't know how. I intend for my intuition to serve my highest good, my evolution, and the highest good of all. And I ask to be guided and supported. And breathe. How does that feel? How is your experience? How is your power claiming key?
It's so uplifting, as has been this whole time with you. And it is a beautiful verification and community experience of what I've been working with very deeply in recently, the last couple of weeks, a whole new level. So thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Would you give me a number also between 1 and 11? I'm going to take it to the Q&A and find our fourth lucky winner.
I'm going with 5.
With 5. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go and find number 5 in the Q&A. Let me see. Who is number 5? Okay. Let me sort this out because we have some repeats here. Okay. Sherry in BC, you are the lucky winner of the 4th power claiming key. And as you know, everyone is the lucky winner. Here is our 4th power claiming key. Even if I don't know how, I intend to inspire others to upgrade and refine their intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. Even if I don't know how, I intend to inspire others to upgrade and refine their intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. And one more time, and you're welcome, everyone, to join me and claim it for yourself. This power claiming key is really about being of service to others, right? And as you upgrade and refine your intuition, inspiring others, leading us all, I envision a humanity, an intuitive humanity. That's where we're heading. Let's bring it forth as soon as possible. So let's use our power claiming key. Let's claim it. Let's claim our intention. Even if I don't know how, I intend to inspire others to upgrade and refine their intuition. And I ask to be guided and supported. And breathe. Beautiful. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you for being the lucky winner, receiver of this 4th power claiming key. Now, how to use your power claiming keys? Well, they are mantras of the heart. So use them as such. Speak them out loud, ideally out loud. You can speak them silently, but it's good to use your voice to hear yourself claiming them, to feel the vibrations in your chest, in your heart, in your throat. Write them with your own handwriting, like a contract with your higher self to guide and support you. Sing them, dance them, create art with them, do whatever you feel inspired to do with them. Own them and use them. Thank you. Now, I've promised a surprise gift for all the listeners, and here it is now. I've been inspired to create a booklet with this set of power claiming keys to gracefully catalyze your intuition. It's a PDF that is offered to everyone on the live call, on the replay. You just need to pick it up on the web. Go to gracefullconnections.com. Again, that's graceful with 2 L's, gracefullconnections.com/intuition. gracefullconnections.com/intuition. Pick up your PDF, and you can use this visual format to return to your power claiming keys as often as you like, to contemplate, to meditate, to journal. Of course, to claim them and use them as your mantras of the heart. So I hope it will serve and support you well all along our journey of graceful connections and beyond. So please receive my gift. Go and pick it up at gracefullconnections.com/intuition. And before we close, let's take a moment to be present once again to the orb of grace that is holding us. And now I'm scooping out a handful of grace, creating a mini orb of grace from the greater one that is holding all of us. And offering this orb of grace to be placed around your heart. And you can claim it now. I welcome and receive the orb of grace around my heart. So I'm offering this orb of grace to your heart. Holding your heart, bathing your heart in grace. Infusing your heart with grace. Pouring grace into your brilliant intuition mandala. And breathe. And we allow the orbs of grace to remain there, holding us, holding our hearts, infusing our delightful intuition mandalas for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by giving gratitude to each and every one of you, whether you're present on the live call or the replay. Thank you for answering yes to the calling of grace and to the calling to gracefully catalyze your intuition. Gratitude to our expert speakers for all the wisdom, the brilliance and offerings they will be gifting us all along our adventure of graceful connections. Gratitude to Christel Hughes and the Academy for the Soul for offering this platform in which our graceful connections grow and expand impacting our lives, our environment, and the world at large. Gratitude to the Orb of Grace for providing a safe, sacred space for this journey of exploration we are engaging on, exploring, gracefully catalyzing our intuition. Gratitude for all the grace we are blessed with at every moment. Whether we're aware of it or not, it offers all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, the wisdom, the insights we open our hearts to receive all along this journey. Gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine. Thank you. Until we meet again very soon, many graceful blessings to you all.